Hello, everyone. We are live, live, live. Live, live, live. We got to get on the Wisdom app, which we love. We also add our friends. How is everybody doing on tonight? I'm grateful to be here. All right. So, it is me, Tanisha Ronay, also known as Blessed Moving Forward, also known as Nikki, also known as the special occasion. I'm so grateful to be here with you tonight. I have to come on tonight as a special occasion to let you know that you are a special occasion. We are special occasions, nothing less. This is who God called us to be. This is who God has deemed us to be. We are special occasions and nothing less. We will always be important to God. We should also be important to ourselves. We need to make sure that we are important to each other. You are important to me. There are many things that we do and want to do that we're not able to do because we need someone else. No man is an island, as they say. But we are to be here for one another. We're supposed to encourage one another. We're supposed to love one another. We're supposed to be here for one another. And I'm here for you. Yes, I am here for you. And we're here for each other. Hey, Tim, it's so good to see you. Yes, you are here. It's a blessing to be here. I just want to be really transparent tonight as a special occasion. As a special occasion, listen, I am human. We are all human. And listen, I never claim to be anything but human, right? I never claim to be anything but. I mean, even though I do feel like I'm Wonder Woman sometimes, I'm just saying. She's really pretty. However, being Wonder Woman, sometimes we get, as you know, we can get Wonder Woman or Superman syndrome. We really can. We get these Wonder Woman and Superman syndromes, and we think we can do it all. We think we can do everything. We think we can handle it all because we are efficient, right? If you're that person who just does things well, right? You're that one that everyone comes to because they know you're going to do it right. You're that one that everyone's going to come to because they know that they're going to get the right answer. You're the one that everyone comes to because they know that when it's all said and done, there's no one else who can do it but you. It's nice to be needed, but you don't want to be needed to the point where you are being pulled in every direction. I have two arms, two legs. I can't be pulled any more than that, right? So this has been one of those weeks, this past week, even up to today, where I have begun to feel like I'm being pulled in every direction. When I tell you it has been so busy, I've been speaking, I have been sharing, I've been teaching, I've been ministering, I have been loving, I have been working, I have been paying bills, and I have been setting things up, and I have been preparing, and I have been doing all of these things. And I'm grateful that I'm equipped to do them. I really am. I'm grateful that I'm equipped to do them. But at some point, we have to know when to say when. When we are being pulled in every direction, we have to know when to say when. And it's not always easy, number one, to say when. But number two, it's not always easy to know when to say when. And what I am learning is I'm learning me. And I'm learning when I get to certain points in my mind and in my heart and in my soul, when I get to certain points where I am in my spirit, what happens is I think that I get to a place where I begin to, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't really make sense of a lot of my thoughts. Now, the one thing that I don't believe in is being stressed. I'm not going to be stressed about anything. And this is why we have to know when to say when. This is why we have to know when to shut it down. Sometimes you have to know that, listen, I know how to take mental health days at work. That's usually a Friday, so I can have a long weekend. I know when at times, even if it's in the middle of my workday, I have to stop, sit back, and just take a couple of deep breaths. Because when you are going through all of that and when you're thinking, you don't even realize that you're barely breathing. I have to start taking some deep breaths, and I have to get myself to a place where I'm centered and I can say, okay, there is nothing that is on my plate that I cannot eat. However, I could eat it, but should I eat it? Okay. So these are the things I say to myself. Well, Nikki, you could eat it, but should you? Just because it's on your plate doesn't mean you have to eat it. What did I say? What did I say? In life, when it comes to eating a plate of food, I can't clean a plate. I don't normally clean plates when I eat, okay? There's usually something left on my plate, which means that just because the thing was on the plate doesn't mean that I have to eat it. Because then what happens? You eat too much, you get indigestion, you get heartburn, you're holding on to all of this food, you get sick. You can't just keep saying yes to everything. You got to say no sometimes. Or you have to say, you know what? I'm going to eat some now, and I'm going to wrap this plate up. I'm going to put it away in the fridge, and I'm going to eat the rest tomorrow. I know some of you don't believe in leftovers. I get it. But if the food is really good, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. I'm going to wrap it up, or I'm going to put it in a container, and I'm going to put it in the fridge, and then I'm going to take it out. I'm going to heat it up the next day, and I'm going to eat it the next day because I can't do it all today. You know what? It's not even that I'm not. It's not even that I can't. It's that I shouldn't. You said a couple of macaroni noodles left over, Tim. So the thing about it is that, like I said, it's on your plate. I could eat it all right now, but what would I be doing to myself? Do you know when you get too full, that miserable feeling? You're just miserable, where you can't do anything. You don't feel like doing anything. You just feel extra heavy. You're not functional. You're not able to function the way that you should because you took in too much. You ate too much. You brought in too much. It was too much. It's too much. You just had too much. You got to know how to do everything in moderation. And when you have so many things that are going on in your life, we always talk about our plate being full, right? It's a terrible feeling, right? Car wash 38. You just full. But at some point, you have to know how to do things in moderation. You have to know that, you know what, if I want to eat dessert, I can't eat the entire plate of food. I need to eat just a little and then have room for dessert. Excuse me. I've got a little something going on up in my chesticles, as my daughter calls them, my chest. She calls them my chesticles. So what I realize is that right now I'm at a very, very, very busy time in my life. I'm at a time where I've got so much going on, and I have to stay on top of everything that I'm dealing with. But I also have to know what to leave by the wayside, or rather what to put in what to eat and what to put in the fridge, what to leave for tomorrow, save some for later, right? Sometimes you just have to do that. The food is so good. I know it's delicious and you want to eat it all, but why would you want to do that to yourself? Because when you are full like that, and when you have so much that you have going on, you're no good to anyone. You're no good to yourself. You're no good to anyone. You're just good to sit around and do nothing. And how productive is that? Now, I'm not going to lie. On my mental health days, that is my absolute masterpiece of nothingness. My mental health days are masterpieces of nothingness. I purpose in my heart that I am going to rest and I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to take a shower because I'm not going to sit around stinking. I'm not going to be in the house stinking. I'm just not going to sit around stinking. And I am going to rest. If I decide that I want to go get something to eat, I will do that. If I want to order something, I will do that. If I want to make something, I will do that. But I am not going to do anything that is too much for me. I'm just not. I'm not going to do too much. I'm not going to do too much because I need to know how to rest. So when it's time to rest, we gotta rest. So yes, you may feel like you're being pulled in every direction, but you have to learn how to prioritize, put things in their proper position. Hey, Renee, put things in their proper position, in their proper order, in order of importance. And naturally, of course, everything, especially when you have other people that you're dealing with, everything is an emergency, especially at work. I know y'all, especially at work. Oh, it's an emergency. Urgent, urgent. Everything is urgent, urgent, urgent. And you really don't need it for the next 2 weeks. But you're coming to me saying you need it right away. You need, oh, then we need this urgently. Oh, urgently. Oh, we have a Zoom meeting. It's urgent. Oh, it's an email. It's urgent. Oh, here's that IM. It's urgent. Everything is urgent. Everything is an emergency. Everything, right? But at the end of the day, there are some things that are more important than others. You have to learn how to prioritize. And sometimes people have to respect your time. If they're coming to you with something they came to you with something that they need. Okay, I may not be able to do it at this moment, but can you give me an hour? Can you give me 2 hours? Or I need an hour. I need 2 hours. I need some time. I just need a few minutes to be able to sort this out so that I can get back to you and give you my best work. You know what I mean? I want to give you my best work. So at the end of the day, you are able to command your day. You're able to take control of your day. You're able to take control of your tasks at hand, and you're able to prioritize them, and you're able to get them done in order of importance. Don't be overwhelmed. Don't ever be overwhelmed. Don't be overwhelmed. We have the power to not be overwhelmed. We really do. And that's my choice. Because I know that there is nothing that I can't handle. And anything that I can't control is out of my control. So why do I worry about it? Why would I stress about it? Why would I stress over something that I can't control, that I have no control over? Why would I stress over something that is out of my hands, that is out of my power, that's out of my jurisdiction? That's a lesson I learned. I don't worry about things. And at the end of the day, I know in my life who's in control. So I just go ahead and I just live and I do what I can. And I just let God do what I can't. Because He can do what I can't. I can do what I can. He can do what I can't. I can do what I can. He can do what I can't. I can do what I can. And He can do what I can't. So when it all comes down to it, you may feel like you're being pulled in every direction. But I encourage you to take control of your life. Take control of the tasks that are set before you. Prioritize them. Do not allow them to overwhelm you. Do what you can and let God do what you can't. Whatever you have control over, whatever it is that you can control, go ahead and do that. But you do not have to eat everything that's on your plate. You don't. You don't have to eat everything that's on your plate. I don't even know how many times I can say it, but I know that's a word tonight. You don't have to eat everything that's on your plate just because it's there. Yeah, you could, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Because sometimes your eyes might have been a little bit bigger than your stomach. I remember when my father used to say that to me, and I used to visualize it like literally, like my eyes were bigger than my stomach. I didn't really understand what it meant. It took a minute for me to really understand that. But when he would say your eyes are bigger than your stomach, you know, like, okay, I get it now. You wanted more. You thought you could handle it, but you really couldn't. And you took on more than you should have. Somebody has to lighten their load. I'm encouraging someone on the Wisdom app. I'm encouraging someone on Facebook. I'm encouraging someone on YouTube. Lighten your load. Unload some of the burden. You don't have to carry it all. You don't. Just do what you can. And in a lot of cases, it's not just only do what you can, but sometimes it's do what you want to do. Because some things you just don't want to do. Now, if you are supposed to do it and you have to do it, I get it. But sometimes you don't want to. You know what I mean? You have that autonomy. You know what I mean? You have that agency. So when it's all said and done, I just want you to be encouraged and know that life doesn't have to live you. Life doesn't have to live you. You are here to live this life. And even though it may feel like you have something coming at you, just pulling on you from one way or another, you have, oh, thank you, Tim. It's my pleasure to be here to share. It's my pleasure to be here to share. I'm just being transparent because this is really where I am right now, because I have so much going on between my life, my entire life, every area of my life. There is something that I have to do. There is something that needs to be done. There is something that I'm preparing for, that I'm doing. I got a lot going on, but I am happy. You know, it definitely does beat the alternative, not having anything to do and not necessarily being needed. But when it all comes down to it, what I'm grateful for is that I have the power over myself to not be overwhelmed. And when I look at my laundry list, it's like, okay, I'll get to what I can get to and I will do what I can do. And everything eventually will get done. Maybe not tonight, maybe not tomorrow, but at some point it's going to get done. I am a special occasion and I'm going to take charge of my life. I'm going to take charge of my tasks. I am not going to eat everything that's on my plate because I don't want to suffer with heartburn and indigestion. I am going to eat exactly what I need for my nourishment until I'm satisfied. And if I have room for dessert, I will do that as well. And I'm sure you all know exactly what I mean. So, with that being said, right, Renee? Absolutely. So, with that being said, I just want you to know that you're a special occasion and you got this. You can do this. You can take control of your life. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to do it all. And even if you do it all, you don't have to do it all right now. You don't have to do it all right away. Do it when you can and save yourself. Do not drown in your situation. You understand? Tim says, my dad's birthday is coming in 2 days. I know it's going to hit hard. You know something, Tim? Strangely enough, tomorrow will be 18 years since my dad passed away. 18 years. And last Friday was his birthday. So I listen, I'm sure it is going to be hard for you, but you know something? One day at a time. I just encourage you, one day at a time. It's not always easy to have to deal with those anniversaries and those dates. You know, we talked about that. It's not easy to deal with those dates, but when it's all said and done, you just have to take it as it comes. You never know how you're going to feel when you wake up that morning. You know, you never know how you're going to feel. It may be one of the years when, you know something, it's not so bad today. Today I have good memories. Today I'm smiling because, you know, even though I miss him, I'm glad I had him. You know, yeah, it is a struggle. It definitely is. But you never know what you're going to feel from one day to the next. You never know. You never know. And some days I'm surprised. Some days I'm like, wow, I thought I was going to be a whole lot worse than I feel right now, but not so much. It usually works out pretty well. And I'm grateful for that. I really am grateful. I really am. So you are all special occasions. And I pray that during this season that you are encouraged. I pray that you are not overwhelmed and that you are not stressed. I pray that whatever is on your plate is what you can handle. Whatever you cannot handle, wrap it up and put it in the fridge. Okay? And pick it up another day. And you will be able to handle it another day. Another day. But whatever you got to get done, you'll get done. You are all special occasions to me. And I thank you so much for joining me tonight. It means the world to me. You can spend your Tuesday anywhere. Anywhere you can spend your Tuesday. But you choose to spend it with me, and I appreciate you so much. I will be back next week, next Tuesday, same time, same station, making this declaration that I am a special occasion, and so are you. Nothing less. See yourself through God's eyes. Love yourself through his heart. Do not wait for a special day to wear that outfit. Do not wait for a special day to wear that fragrance. Go ahead and do it because you are a special occasion. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Renee. I love you, girl. Bless you too. God bless to each and every one of you, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Be blessed and keep it moving forward. You are a special occasion. Good night. Night, night.